This episode of the Pixel Power Podcast is brought to you by NatureBox. GMO-free, high-fructose corn syrup-free, awesome snacks delivered right to your door. Check the podcast description for the code and get $10 off your first purchase. On with the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pixel Power Podcast, the official gaming podcast of VGU.TV. I'm your host, Joshua Mobley, and this is episode 12. Yeah, episode 12. And I'm your host, and I just said that. I'm repeating myself. It's been a while. I'm here with Adnan Riaz.
Hello.
That's about it. No solo show this week. I almost did one. I was like, maybe I should on Wednesday, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna rest. And I ended up just watching fucking Forrest Gump, chilling out. It's a great movie. And then I've been watching Thrones season 3.
Oh yes, Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Been enjoying it. I think I'm almost done.
I've sort of like burnt out now on it. On season 4, I just don't want to really watch it anymore. It's really weird.
You waiting for something big to happen?
No, but I mean, like, all I know is after the fourth book that Martin wrote is just like absolutely dreadful. Like, it is really bad. And just like the momentum's slowing down a little bit, and like with like his novels as well, they slow down at certain points and just become a little bit boring. They don't really have like the great flair that 1, 2, and 3 had. But also I've been like hooked on Hannibal as well, so I'm sort of comparing everything to that. Like, it's not Hannibal, I'm not watching it.
It's not Hannibal. Is he in it? No.
No, I'm gone.
All right then. All right. Well, so for the first segment, I guess, for this week, we can talk about pretty much this is the first substantial PlayStation 4 patch that we've got, and boy howdy, it's a big one. So patch 1.7 launched in Europe and in the US. I don't know if it launched anywhere else, but it came packed with a bunch of features. There's a new capture gallery section, which shows you all of your, like, it's a shortcut, basically. Previously, you had to go into your settings and then go to, like, your hard drive and go to photos or whatever to see, like, all the stuff you'd shared. Now you don't have to do that. There's, like, an icon on the bar, and you just click it, and it's, like, all your screenshots and videos. And then there's a new app called Share Factory, which I actually tweaked around with today, and it is pretty awesome.
I've downloaded that. I've not used it yet.
You haven't used it yet? It's really simple. So you can take like 4 clips, basically, and then you can edit them together, and they have like transitions and a bunch of other stuff, and my phone's ringing, but I'm not going to pick that up because I'm busy. At least it's kind of quiet. Do you hear it?
No.
Okay, good. But yeah, you can add like transitions and stuff, and then you can upload it to Facebook, or one of the new features that came packed in 1.7, you can connect a USB hard drive to your PlayStation 4, and you can save your screenshots and your videos directly onto the USB stick, and then you can, put them on YouTube or what have you, which is awesome for people like us because we need good video footage.
Yeah.
For video reviews and the like, but I haven't uploaded anything, but I messed around and was like just seeing how it edits video. Now, as somebody who edits video professionally, it's not, it's not Adobe.
No, it's not the stuff, but it's reasonably good for what you're gonna get.
Yeah, but it's good enough for what it's what you want to do with it.
I mean, it's only like the first initial patch as well, and I mean, it's going to get better and better.
Yeah, but it's also not. It's not really supposed to be Adobe. It's supposed to be this little simple tool that makes cool clips that you can upload. I just wish that you could just upload it directly to YouTube, which I imagine is coming, but it's still not here.
Yeah.
And the thing I love the most that came in this patch is Twitch and Ustream archiving.
Yeah.
Thank God. Woo! So previously, when you'd stream a game, when you were done, it wouldn't save it on Twitch for like a short period of time like it usually does. it would just disappear off into the ether, and you were basically... Now, it automatically saves your broadcasts. So you can save them. You can, upload them to YouTube right after, which is a godsend because it's amazing. I started my Child of Light playthrough series. I tried to put part 2 up last night, but I accidentally put it on my personal YouTube channel, and then I realized, I was like, damn it! So I had to delete it. So I have to re-upload it to VGU.TV. I'll try and do that. But and then I'll do part 3 next week, because I'm going away for the weekend. But yeah, I expect lots more Let's Plays on our YouTube channel, because we're going to start doing them a lot, and we're going to try and do some more live streams and stuff. Thank God, because, I've been waiting for Twitch archiving since day one. We get it like 6 months out. I'm just so thankful it's here. Another feature that's included is the ability to turn off HCPD or whatever it's called, which basically blocks you from using external HDMI recording devices like capture boxes and capture cards. You can turn that off now, so you can record PlayStation 4 footage from like an external device if you have like an Elgato or a Rovio or something like that. However, when you turn it off, it doesn't let you boot up any kind of video software. Like, it doesn't let you boot up like Netflix or Hulu or something, because they don't want you recording it, which is annoying, because when you try and boot it up, it tells you like, oh, you need to go back to settings and turn it back on, or you can't boot this up.
Yeah,
my complaint is not that I want to steal shit because it's on Netflix. I already have it in a way. I don't care. The thing is, I want you to just turn it back on automatically. Turn it back on automatically when I go to Netflix or something, and then turn it off when I come back.
Yeah, it should pop up in a message.
Yeah, but since I don't use like an Elgato box or anything right now, I just have it on. But I imagine if you do, it'd be really annoying. Like, they should just...
I feel that'll come in another patch.
Exactly.
In future. My favourite feature at the minute on that thing, well, apart from all the other stuff, is that you can dim down the light.
Yes.
On the DualShock 4.
Oh, man.
I was like, thank God for that.
I love that feature. So you can keep it on, I think it's on like brightest on default, but you can turn it down to dim and then like dimmest. And I put it on dimmest because the light bar just drains the shit. So it's so great now that I don't have to charge them as much. I also bought a second DualShock last weekend because my girlfriend would want to watch Netflix on the PS4, but I have trouble playing Titanfall on the PC with a mouse and keyboard. It's like fucking impossible. So I've been using a DualShock 4 plugged
I feel like we
PC.
should take a few minutes to appreciate the DualShock. Man, I love it. It's such a great controller.
Such an amazing
I picked up my
controller.
PS3 a few minutes ago and I was like, what the hell is this? Because we got my DualShock 3. It's like, damn, it's so weird now.
I still like the DualShock 3. It's just not
I
as
like
good.
it as well. Yeah, it's you can just see how much of an improvement it is, though.
I've still been playing Diablo 3 on the PS3 because I'm trying to get the platinum before it comes out on PS4, which I imagine is going to be this summer. So I only have like 8 more trophies to get, so I'm getting there, and I know how to get them. It's just I'm doing the grindiest one right now because the other ones I know won't be that hard to get once I get the other one. So I've been doing that. But yeah, I've been playing like other PS3 games, and I still like the controller. It's just not a good shooter controller.
Yeah, that's definitely the case.
But the DualShock 4 is just like perfect. It's so freaking good. The D-pad's like so solid and
it's like the perfect weight and like size as well to fit in your hands.
Yeah.
It just feels a lot more comfortable as well with the actual sticks.
Right.
Like they're a lot more comfortable to use.
I was playing NES games on my PC, allegedly, with my DualShock 4, and it may or may not have felt like the most amazing thing ever. Like, super precise, It feels really good to it may or may not feel really great to play Super Mario Brothers on a DualShock 4. Just saying. But yeah, and then I feel like there's one more thing on the update that I'm forgetting. Am I being called again? Oh my god. Leave me alone. I think I just got an email. I think it's my school, because I just got an email that was a burst email out to everyone on campus that said a water main just broke on campus. So they might be calling. I think they left me a voicemail too. I think they might be. It's like the automated hello. This is school. The water main has just broke on campus. That's cool. Sure. Anyway, yeah, I feel like there's one more thing in this update, but I can't remember.
No, I can't remember anything else. I feel like there's something about a trophy patch as well. You can organize trophies with rarities and. Right. Wasn't that? Yeah. No, it was in this patch. It's like when you sort them, you can sort them by rarity.
Ah.
You can scroll through them.
I guess that's cool. I don't really care about any of that, but not I'm sure there's people that do care, so it's nice that it's there.
That is true, yeah.
I guess. I like good quality of life patches, and this was one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's funny because now updates are cool again. You get excited. Definitely. You're like, holy shit, a system patch.
Because we're in the first stage of the cycle now of the consoles, so you can just sort of enjoy the patches coming in and new features being put in. But when you're on the other one, it's like, yeah, that's been added, whatever. After you see 69 patches on the
that and 9 out of 10 of them are this is just system stability.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about evolution. 3.5 billion years ago, stuff happened. Man evolved, mostly by drawing on walls, chiseling rocks into shapes and hitting each other. Finally, though, man's true purpose is going to be achieved because Driveclub and PlayStation 4 are set to rewrite the rules of the racing genre.
So, Driveclub got its release date, which I believe is October 7th or the 14th?
I'm not sure.
I hope it's not the 7th or it's going to get freaking annihilated. It's like everything comes out. Oh, it doesn't say. It just says in October. Maybe not. So, so Driveclub was supposed to be a PlayStation 4 launch title. Got delayed for a long time. We didn't hear anything about it. It now has a release date again. It's coming out in October. And like Sony previously promised when it was going to be a launch title, it's still going to be free for PlayStation Plus subscribers, which is cool.
Can't complain.
Yeah. However, a lot of people are complaining about it. Complaining about free shit, right?
Free stuff.
Here's some free shit. Let me complain about it. They're complaining because they're like, oh, it's a glorified demo because it only gives you 10 tracks or it only gives you 10 cars, 10 of the total cars. I don't know how many cars are in the game, but it only gives you 10 cars. It only gives you a specific amount of tracks, but you get full access to single player and multiplayer, although I've heard you can't actually beat the single player because you don't have all the tracks. Mm-hmm. But you need to realize that it's the PlayStation Plus free edition, so you're getting multiplayer and all that for free. But then they've said if you want to upgrade to the full version and get the whole single player mode and multiplayer and all that, then you pay. They didn't say how much. I'm gonna take a guess, and I'm gonna say it's $29.99 to upgrade to the full version. But that's a guess. I don't know. It could be a full $60. But I don't know. Are you excited about Driveclub, Adnan? Because I
am. I mean, free game. I don't mind playing if it's a glorified demo, at least it's offering you the chance to play it and see if you're gonna like it.
Right.
If I really got into Driveclub, buy it. It's simple as. And at least the developers Sony's giving you the chance to play it for free.
Right.
Regardless of how much they restrict you to.
See, that's how I feel, because I generally don't like driving games, realistic ones. But when they showed off Driveclub, it seemed kind of cool to me, because it had that whole... I feel like other driving games, they're too focused on, let's look at you on the leaderboard and shit, This one, it's more like get together with your friends and compete with other groups of friends, or compete with your friends and all your friends are in like this club and stuff. And like that seemed like a cool idea to me. It like shifts the focus away from like trying to be super competitive, and it doesn't matter if you and all your friends are really shitty at Driveclub because you're all like being shitty against each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that seemed like a cool idea to me. And then, of course, like the fact that it's free, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna not try it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like whatever.
I do like more arcadey racing games. Like Split Second is probably my favorite racing game ever. It's such a cool game, and I'm so sad that that studio got shut down.
I have to keep my favorite racing game to Burnout Paradise.
That's a great one.
Damn, I love that game.
I don't know if that's more like an open world car game. I don't know that I would say it's a racing game.
I enjoyed it for that reason.
Right. I do want another Burnout though, because those games are awesome. They're so fun.
Yeah.
I do really like Burnout Paradise. I had some friends over. I think like it was on sale once on PSN, and I got that and like half the DLC for $8. And yeah, it was a pretty good deal. And that game has a shitload of DLC. And then we all just sat around for like hours, just handing the controller back and forth. That's a fun game, man. I really wish they would make another one. Although I would rather they didn't have the same fucking song like show up every time you booted it up.
That's true.
Like, take me down to the Paradise City. Like, fuck. How many times I hear
yeah,
this?
I agree with that. That was like... At that point, I didn't want to listen to Paradise City ever
like
again.
fucking Guns N' Roses. I'm so tired of this. But yeah, Driveclub, October. Get the free edition. Stop whining. Like, if you really want all the shit, then buy it.
Yeah, there's not really an argument to, like, you know, with this hate on it. Because, like, it's not really a glorified demo in any sense, because it's offering you a free game with, like, quite a lot to play. And it's offering you the chance to buy the title if you like it, which I assume most people will do because they will enjoy it, especially, like, the racing, like, fans. So, if you don't want to, like, buy it, don't buy it. Like, it's just simple as.
That and, oh man, I was gonna say something and it just totally went whoop out of my mind. I can't recall. I don't know. Yeah, Driveclub, October. Pick it up.
Democracy? Democracy. Democracy is not what these people need. Hell, it's not even what they want. America's been trying to install democracies in nations for a century, and it hasn't worked one time.
All right, so the next Call of Duty game was just announced today. Was it today or yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Well, I don't know. It was like both days.
The trailer was released today.
Okay. So it's called sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth because I have a really bad cough, sore throat thing going on. It's called Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which it's funny because immediately when I saw Advanced Warfare, I thought Advanced Warfire, and I was like, another GRAW, and then I'm like, oh shit, no, it's not. I fucking loved GRAW.
Yeah. Oh, I love GRAW. It's so good. I really want that, especially with Rainbow as well. Bring those
that
two
was
back. To 8th generation.
That was back in the day when people used to actually like have conversations and shit on Xbox Live.
Oh yeah,
you have
definitely.
like huge lobbies full of people, and it had a lobby system which I loved. Like,
yeah, I mean, I bought what was it called? I bought my Xbox in 2007, so I bought it a year after the initial release. And Rainbow Six was the first title I played on it, and Jesus Christ, it was so good because everyone was in lobby. The matchmaking was really good, so you didn't get pitted against like people in elite rank and stuff. And it's just like everyone's in there, and you'll have a good conversation with someone if you like playing. It was really competitive and everything else. Man, I put that back on this.
Yeah, it was so good, and you actually had to talk to people, and so it made it really fun because it was like you needed that conversation. I think GRAW is the longest I've ever played a video game for straight. Like, I woke up really early one summer morning, and it was like 2007, so what the fuck am I going to do? I was like 17 years old, and it was summer. I had nothing better to do, so all I did was play Xbox all fucking day. my friend had broken his leg. So, of course, he had nothing to do. And he called me in the morning. He was on, like, Vicodin and shit. And he's like, you want to play Graw? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to play Graw. And we sat there for, like, 12 hours just playing Graw. Oh, it was so fun.
I feel like,
and we had...
I feel like that should have been the advert for Graw. It's like, fuck yeah, I want to play Graw. It's like breaking the game.
Fuck yeah, I want to play Graw. The funniest thing that's ever happened to me on Xbox Live happened during a Graw session. I was playing with my friend. There were 16 of us in a lobby because it was like 8-on-8 multiplayer.
Yeah.
And my friend had to take a shit, so he went into the his bathroom was like right next to his room, and he had his, because it was like wireless and it had the mic on the control. So he went in the bathroom and he's shitting, but he's like not making a sound, and like everyone's like, "Why are we waiting?" Because like the host had to push play.
Yeah.
And I was hosting, and they're like, "Why are we?" Somebody was like, "Why are we waiting?" And I'm like, "Oh, so and so's taking a shit." And one guy got all pissed off, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? This is bullshit." And he leaves. Somebody else pops in, and they're like, "Hey, how come we haven't gone in yet?" And I'm like, "Oh, so and so's shitting," and he like giggles. Like, we're having a conversation for 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, everybody gets really quiet, and all we hear is the toilet flush. And then it's 16 people going, bah! Just laughing their ass off. And then we jumped in. Oh, man. I love Graw. So many great memories.
Yeah, it's
that was good old days of Xbox Live before everybody was a douche.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, anyway, Call of Duty.
That Call of Duty shit. How much we care about Call of Duty and that FPS stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So this one's called Advanced Warfare. Keep wanting to say Warfighter. It's like in the future, and Kevin Spacey's in it, and he's like your boss. And and it looks really, really, really gorgeous. It's like a new engine.
My problem as well with it is like not be like cross-gen platform. I'm really getting annoyed with that now. Like how titles are accommodating to cross-gen. No, not cross-gen. Cross-generation. Yeah. It's just a bit annoying though, because it's like they're not getting the full potential of the PS4 at the minute, or like the Xbox One. It seems to like restrict like the potential it could really have.
I don't know. It looked like
it looks good now, but the thing is though, we have to like take things from face value as well. I mean, like that alpha footage for Final Fantasy looks incredible, but
right,
we have to like take things from like it looks good. My problem is though, is from reading stuff on like details that emerge from it, it sounds a lot like Titanfall as well, which is really worrying. Because it says like you can jump vertically using the exoskeleton suit and everything else. And I'm a bit like, doesn't this sound a little bit like Titanfall? But I mean, like, I think I was a bit angry at first when I like yesterday. I was like, oh god, another Call of Duty title, like whatever. I was getting a little bit angry, but I sort of thought about it more. I mean, like Sledgehammer Games about 2 years working on this, so like they shouldn't really be able to put out a shit product. Because I mean, like if Treyarch put out pretty decent products every year, there's no excuse for Sledgehammer. I think like if Sledgehammer is successful with this game, I think they should just tear apart Infinity Ward and just turn it to a 2-studio system with with Sledgehammer Games and Treyarch. So I don't think Infinity Ward puts out the worst titles from the franchise. That's the thing, because people are like, "Oh god, it's Infinity Ward."
Well, yeah, after Modern Warfare 2.
Exactly. We get rid of Vince Zampella, Jason West's gone, and it's like, okay, we'll put out Modern Warfare 3. People are like, this is the worst title ever. Then Ghost comes out, it's like, no, you've just gone past that expectation of being the worst title ever. But I mean, I will take it with optimism. I mean, we have to wait till that conference plays out, see what happens.
That's Monday, right?
Yes, it's May the 5th. So I'm going to look forward to that, seeing like what happens. It looks interesting. I mean, the story is pretty interesting as well. It looks a little bit more interesting, I mean, compared to the other games. So I can't really...
Yeah, I'm interested. Although I said that with Ghosts, and then I saw the reviews, and I was like, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2.
I'm going to put it by myself. I bought them. Well, I bought Ghosts solely for the purpose to review it. That's the difference. That was the only one I bought Just to,
yeah, and then you
yeah, I hated it because like this is the worst Call of Duty I've ever played at this point. But I mean, like I sort of like had this kind of thing like because like COD was the title I took on after Rainbow Six Vegas. I got into COD 4 and I really got into like the FPS kind of thing, and then I sort of like went slowly downhill. But I sort of stuck with the franchise. Cause I thought, oh, maybe it might build up to something. And then
it'll go
yeah,
back.
and then unfortunately it didn't. But I mean, like it's just so annoying because like they don't sort of realize when people are screaming at them like, you know, go make a World War One or World War Two title. It's like, oh, God.
I don't know about a World War One. World War One wouldn't be very fun. You'd be like, oh, I'm in the trench. Like,
I mean, like you would have to be like complete. Like, I mean, like the weapons and stuff. Like multiplayer would be different. I mean, the story would be. I like to see the story of it. But I mean, like with the multiplayer, you can use like really shitty tanks and stuff like that to like go through, and like you have obviously problems in like terrains and certain things like that. I think it could work, but I mean, like we've also seen a World War II title, and I think that was a pretty good one.
I would love to see another World War II Call of Duty.
Yeah, because I mean, like for me, like just in general, FPS seems to like deterred away from World War II. It's like, oh come on, bring back the Medal of Honor and Call of Duty days. It's like I love that. It's like, I really,
you have to
really love
imagine
that.
there is another Medal of Honor game being made because EA has said that they're going to have this weird 3-year thing where they have Titanfall 1 year, Battlefield, and then Medal of Honor another year. Although I have a feeling they might just fucking kill Medal of Honor for like another 10 years and just have Titanfall and Battlefield back to back.
That rotation's a bit more cool as well, to be honest, how they're doing that. At least there's sort of more like breathing space between the titles. Instead of like COD's like yearly release, it's like, yeah, run to like 50th prestige in one attempt. Because it's weird though, because I mean, like you just don't like it. You don't get the satisfaction of playing the title, where it's like, you know, and it's like already like the countdown started for the next COD title, and you're rushing to get like prestige and stuff. If it was crossed 2 years and supported with DLC, I think people would enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, that's true. Because like Battlefield 3 had a shitload of DLC, like for the year it came out, and then the year the year and a half following until 4 came out, it had a lot of DLC. And
well, I mean, that's the support you should really give to a title, especially when it's like an FPS like that.
Right.
People normally get into an FPS title and they want to play it for like a good 2 or 3 years and sort of build up the anticipation. I mean, like Gears of War is a perfect example of that. You sort of build up into it, and like, you know, Epic Games were patching it and bringing like Annex as a game mode, and multiplayer maps were coming in and stuff like that. I mean, we got Raven down in that as well.
Yeah, they did support Gears 1 for a good, like, they had some good
I mean, like,
packs.
they even said there was, like, fucked up things, because they said the leaderboards were messed up, and there was obviously flaws with it, but they still supported it, though, and people got into it even though there were flaws, because people enjoyed the flaws in the game, which was the funny part. But, I mean, like, that's what you want to give to a title, like, especially an FPS multiplayer-driven title. You really want to give it support for a good year and a half, maybe, and then get ready for the next game.
I think Gears 1 also had a really good community.
Oh yeah, it had a great community
around it. I mean, there were douches, but that's every game. But I met a lot of cool people on Xbox Live playing Gears every day.
Yeah,
and we all played like every day. You know.
Yeah, I remember saying when Gears of War 2 was coming out, everyone was in like Gears of War 1 lobbies and they were talking and everything else. Like, oh, Gears 2 is going to come out. Like, it all had a really good atmosphere. I think the other problem is that with Call of Duty, my kind of like idea is that it needs to have an open beta before the game's released. There's always flaws that are picked up in a Call of Duty title. And I feel like if they did an open beta and had a strong community, they'd really benefit from it.
You're right. They would.
Because I never got into the Halo series, but I always admired what Bungie did to the community. And I used to, like, when I loaded up Call of Duty, it was like, not Call of Duty, Halo, it's like, you know, don't let someone steal your details, we'll ban hackers, here are community events. And sort of always give you advice and then took your advice on board. That's what I love about Bungie. They interact with their community. Yeah. And Treyarch does that a bit as well. Because Treyarch's more of a favourite among Call of Duty fans rather than Infinity Ward. Because, I mean, Infinity Ward didn't do themselves any favours with... I can't remember what his name is now.
It's funny that like everyone was so like, fuck Treyarch, it should just be Infinity Ward all the time. And then now it's like flipped so much.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so funny. But I am optimistic, but I still am like... Really
I'm burnt out. And more, I was going to be a lot more interested if it was Call of Duty specifically for 8th gen. That would have got my attention a lot more because I'd be like, oh, this is where the franchise is going to sort of like, make its stance as new console. Because we've had 9 titles already on the 7th gen. And it's sort of a bit like, move forward a little bit now.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were that many fucking Call of Duty. I was on IGN, and the front page was like top 10 Call of Duty games. I'm like, what?
I wrote an article on Call of Duty, and I was like, okay, I'll count through how many on 7th gen. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, oh my god, 4, 5. It's like 9. I was like 9 fucking titles. It's like these consoles have only been here for like 7 or 8 years. It's like, fuck me.
Yeah, I didn't even. Call of Duty 2 was like just
Call of Duty.
So freaking good.
It was really. I mean, like I said this as well. Like, if Sledgehammer do anything, they just need to literally overhaul the entire game, revolutionize it, change everything, get rid of the Infinity Ward engine because that literally sucks ass. I hate that engine so much now. And like just bring in like, do you know what the easiest thing would be if they want to sort of like go and do something simple is to take like Call of Duty 4 mechanics and sort of like refine those a little bit, and they would literally have everyone on that multiplayer.
Yeah. If they made like Call of Duty 4 like free to play, they would make so much money.
If they did a re-release on the PS4, Xbox One,
that shit.
Everyone would be on it just because of how like they don't even have to like update it because it doesn't have flaws. Call of Duty 4, but those flaws, as I said, were funny for like most of the people because it used to be like, yeah, here's a grenade going across the map, like just exploding. But I feel like I'll give it optimism at this point. Like, my optimism will stay here for the time being. But, I mean, if it fails, then I'm done. Like, I'm literally done at this point because I wouldn't have any faith in it being on the 8th gen at all.
Right.
And it has some serious competition now as well. Titanfall, Battlefield. It can't sort of, like, just stick in this kind of thing that's like... I don't
know if Battlefield 4 is much competition.
Yeah. Well, maybe in the next Battlefield. I think Battlefield 4 is just not... it should have really done better what they're trying to do, but yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Kevin Spacey. I have my faith in Kevin Spacey. Like, he has to do something good.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh wow.
All right.
Words can't describe the endless challenge of Super Mario World, so we let the players do the talking. Super Mario World is here. It's one of the new generation of Nintendo games. It comes only with Super Nintendo, and it's like nothing you've ever faced. Now you're playing with power. Superpower.
I feel like we should take over Nintendo.
Nintendo announced their plans for this year at E3, which are... They don't have any plans, basically. Nintendo is not showing up at E3 for the second year in a row, but... They are having their own Nintendo Direct online press conference where they're going to show off a bunch of games, one of which is confirmed, by the way.
Yeah.
They're showing off Zelda for the Wii U. Finally.
Yeah.
That's confirmed. I saw that on IGN. They have a list of like games that are showing up, and it says Zelda confirmed. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
like I'm ready. Like I'm ready to be a believer again.
Yeah, we're all. I think we're all trying to get to that stage of being a believer again.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 though. Apparently, like everybody's talking about it.
Well, I mean, like you need something to talk about,
right?
I mean, like they really need to pick it up now. Like seriously, put some steam into that console. You're doing fine with the handheld market. Keep that going. Just focus on the Wii U. I really don't like the idea that they're not at E3. Because, I mean, E3 at the end of the day is a press event and it's not going to be make or break. But I feel like they should get the attention because it sort of gives them a bit more of an audience than just Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. Well, it saves them a lot of money, though, because all they have to do is stream this pre-recorded video.
That is also quite true. But, I mean, like, I could tell you what's going to happen. Like, just like, it's Super Smash Bros. Character is Dr. Navi. See you later, guys.
Dr. Navi.
Dr. Navi. I mean, it's just the general stuff. Like they do the same, like repeat formula. It's a bit like you fall asleep a little bit. But I really do want them to do well. I don't want them to fall and like sort of thing. But they need to help themselves. That's the problem.
Right.
Like we can't like spoon feed them, especially when like their consumers aren't getting any games for their console or like appealing games.
Yeah, I'm sure though they'll have a lot of cool 3DS stuff there too.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still want a 3DS, but I'm broke, so. But I did. My girlfriend and I were eating outside. We were at the mall. We're eating outside of a GameStop, not like standing in front of it, but like, sitting at a table. And we saw like the big Mario Kart 8 poster, and we were both like, "Man, I kind of do want to play Mario Kart."
Yeah.
But I don't want to just buy a Wii U, because there's like we don't have any money. And I was like, I don't want to buy one used. Like I don't know where it's been. I don't know like what weird software has been loaded on it. I just want a brand new one, like clean slate. I can load my account onto, and it's all pretty and shiny. But 300 is too much for me. Like I need. I need it to be like $199. But
yeah.
Although they did announce that Mario Kart bundle, which comes with so much shit, and is actually like a really good deal. So it's $320, or it's like $329 or something. You get, you get the Wii U, you get Mario Kart 8, you get one of the Mario. Have you seen those new Wiimotes? The like Mario, Luigi Wiimotes?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
they're so freaking gorgeous.
They look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you get one of those. You get the Mario one, and then you get a wheel. I think like the Wii wheel or whatever.
The Wii wheel. Yeah.
And then
the Wii wheel.
Huh?
I like the Wii wheel.
The Wii wheel. And then you get something else. I can't recall. But another thing that Nintendo announced too is that when you buy Mario Kart 8, you get a free game. Like you get and they're not shitty games either. Like you can get like Zelda Wind Waker. You can get there's a couple other ones, but I was like, God damn. So like when you buy that, you get all that stuff, Mario Kart 8, and then if you like register your code on Club Nintendo, you can get a fucking download of Wind Waker. Like it's 2 games.
Yeah.
For like $30 extra and like all that stuff. So I was like, that's a great deal, but I still like, don't have that money. But it also tells me that they're just really like, please buy our console.
That's the worrying part. It's like, please buy the console now.
Please buy it. And I guess Watch Dogs will be out in the fall. It's not coming out this month, which is surprising to me.
Yeah.
But
you completely forget about Watch Dogs now. Been waiting
I'm
so long.
excited.
Come on,
I know. I'm hyped.
I am excited, yeah. But the thing is, like, I'm only excited when someone brings it up because I'm like, oh, yeah, Watch Dogs. Like, need to get back onto that. Kind of hype.
I'm excited because it's the week after my semester ends, so I have nothing to do. I was like, yes! You just sit all fucking day and just play Watch Dogs. I'm excited. So I'm gonna do that. And and also check out our Twitch channel because I'll be streaming lots of Watch Dogs that day.
Yeah.
And that'll be fun. But yeah, Nintendo, I am curious I think it's a good move that they don't go to E3 this year, to be honest, just because of their financial situation. Yeah, so and people are going to get excited about Zelda anyway. I mean,
yeah.
So I'm excited to see it.
To be honest, that game is holding the Wii U at ransom. Like, it's been holding
in a way, yeah.
For quite a while.
I hope it's good, and I hope it's not just another Zelda, if that makes any sense. Like, I want them to do something a bit unique with it, and not just, barf out another Ocarina.
Same dungeons and shit. Like,
it's a remake of Majora's Mask. I'd be like, fuck me.
It's like open world space. You have so much shit. Make extra missions, whatever.
I know.
Bring some
right?
innovation.
My girlfriend started Skyrim recently, and just watching her play it is interesting because she's never played a game where you can just go off and do whatever the fuck you want. She usually is always trying to get out of the box. Like when she plays games, she's like, I want to go over there. Or I want to go see this. And I'm like, well, it's DMC, so you just got to walk in this hallway. And watching her play this game, she was like, in the beginning, she was like, yeah, I'm totally just going to focus on the story. But as soon as she got outside, she was like in the woods and shit. She's hunting deer and like crafting. She didn't give a fuck about the story anymore. Great open
world title. I mean, like that's what I do with Assassin's Creed 4. Because I was like, I'm going to focus solely on the story. Like 20 minutes later, I'm just sailing down like the seas, like sinking ships. Because I was got literally like it took me ages to complete the story because I was just playing the extra missions. And I was more interested in those.
Yeah, a lot of people have
I got to the end.
I
love it. Like I loved it for that reason. Cause I got so many hours into it, and I never got to a point where this is like tedious or whatever. I just enjoy it all the way through.
Yeah, I think hunting down the whales was a little.
Oh yeah, that is Well, there's some tedious things. But...
Getting the ship fully upgraded was tedious, but I mean, once you did it, you were like. Oh man, an entire armada? It doesn't even matter.
I just take them down with like upgraded cannons.
Yeah. Take them down one by one and then board them one by one and just keep getting repaired or like send them to your fleet and get them gemstones.
Yeah, I feel like it's great for like just like when you have that kind of open spaces, like as you said, not walking down the DMC corridor. It's really great. But I mean like Zelda really needs to do that because there's no excuses when it has so much open space. Because that's one of the things that pisses me off. Cause it's like, you have all the space and then, like, what am I getting? Some spider in Ocarina of Time. That's it as a side quest.
Yeah. I wouldn't even care if there's no voice acting in this one. I just really want more. I want more to do besides, go to these, like, missions. Or, go do the story stuff. And people always say like, oh, Zelda 1 was like so unique because it was just you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, you just explored and you're like, oh, a dungeon, and you went inside. I get that, but then think about what else was going on in Zelda 1, like nothing, Yeah,
and you also went to the same dungeon like 7 times. It's just like, oh, okay, like I'm in another dungeon.
I mean, that's hardware limitations, obviously.
Yeah,
and I'm not knocking Zelda 1. I love that game.
Yeah, I feel like we should like mention that. I'm not knocking it either. Cause, I mean, I love Zelda Ocarina of Time, but I feel like when you move forward with a series, you need to keep changing. I feel like Nintendo games really don't do that.
Yeah, they have this fear of like changing it too much because they're like, oh, then people will hate it, and it's like,
no, you need to fuck those people off because they don't like change. Then like go away. Yeah. I feel like they should just like play the Randy Marsh clip from. The Barack Obama thing where he's like, change! I love that.
That's a great episode.
One of my friends was like, because I remember him posting on Facebook, was like, I hate the Xbox dashboard update. This was one of the frequent ones where they completely changed the layout. And just posted that clip.
Change!
He's like, change!
Nothing changed at all!
It's like, Obama's going to change.
Oh, man. Yeah, I do want a Zelda where, like, it's really beautiful and, it's got that classic Zelda feel. Like, if it played exactly like Ocarina of Time, I'd be happy. But I want a reason to explore. Like, there's no reason.
Bit more innovation in open world title. That's what you need. And just like, as you said, reason to explore an open world title. It's a bit flawed when it's
Give me like a crafting system that makes me want to go explore and like find, things to craft like better items.
Let me trees.
Like give me side quests that are actually cool and not like go kill 100 Skatulas or whatever they're called. Not that I wouldn't mind killing 100 Skatulas, but if that's the only side mission, that's boring. Like that should just be a collectible.
Yeah.
I mean, like give me some more depth and give me things to explore. Like give me that Skyrim radar that shows like that silhouetted, cave, and you're like, man, I want to go over there. I want to see what's in that cave. Like, I don't have that feeling when I play Zelda.
Yeah.
You're just like, well, how do I get to the next temple?
I feel like with Zelda, they need to bring some other stuff to, like, Nintendo's, like, conference. I mean, like, I just don't understand why they don't do, like, a similar service to PlayStation now. Or, like, as I think we've talked about, when they should just pile up the backlog of catalog onto Wii U.
They should.
Of, like, previous games, because it's so many.
For the love of God, man.
Reason. I literally buy a Wii U that said, like, we've got a store here where you can buy Pokemon Red, Blue, whatever else, Game Boy Advance games. I literally buy it for that reason. Even if they charge,
I would too. Like, it's the ultimate emulator box. I would just...
Literally. It just infuriates me, because I'm just there, like, I really, really want a position on that board on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Just so I could go in there and change so much stuff.
And I want them, like, you should be able to transfer your saves from Wii U, like your Wii U Virtual Console to your 3DS Virtual Console.
Definitely.
And your games. Like, if I buy Metroid Prime, or if I buy Metroid Fusion on my Wii U and I'm playing it and then I gotta go on a trip, I should be able to just transfer it over to my 3DS so I can keep playing.
I feel like with like PlayStation did that perfectly with the Vita, because I mean the Vita was sort of like, it didn't pick up the full momentum until the PlayStation 4 was released, because like all those integration features came in. You can cross save, you can like move around and play on like your Vita whilst the PS4's on. It's just that kind of thing. I feel like, why isn't Nintendo doing that when they've got so many 3DS consumers? Because if they have that, then people with the 3DSs who don't have a Wii U would buy one. Just because of all like the features you can put on both of them, that sort of like ties them together. That's what you should do with these kind of things.
I know. It's like such a no-brainer too.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they were fucking like practically doing that on the GameCube, like when they had games that you connected your GBA to.
Yeah, exactly. I had the thing that you put on the bottom of it, so I could play my GBA like on the TV. I thought it was like great at that point, because I even had a GBA. I was like, oh shit, I can play my GBA game on the TV.
Yeah, now you got PlayStation Vita TV.
Yeah, it's just like you sort of, when you have the handheld, like I think Sony's done great with this. Like when you have a handheld like the Vita integrated with the console, because it means people will buy it just because of all the like nifty features you can put on it or like use.
Right.
I mean, like the Vita's got great features that can integrate with it, and I think Nintendo needs to do that with the 3DS. Definitely with the 3DS.
Yeah. I mean, the Vita itself doesn't have any. It has a couple of like bigger games, but for the most part, it doesn't have any big games. Like, and to be honest, I don't really care. I love my Vita because I play indie games on it. I love playing indie games on it. I've been playing so much Pixel Junk Monsters Ultimate, and I've been playing Final Fantasy VIII on it, like because it runs all those PS1 classics. I was playing Wild Arms. I've been playing Sonic Racing Transformed, which is kind of a bigger game, but you know what? That game's awesome. Nobody gives that game credit. They're like, oh, it's a Sonic kart racer. It's just a Mario Kart ripoff. Maybe so, but it's actually, like, really good, Like, it's really well made, even, like, for a Mario Kart ripoff. And I'm digging it, to be honest.
You can say it's a Mario Kart ripoff, but I mean, like, I'm not the hugest fan of Mario Kart. I guess a bit like, that game is a little bit more innovation.
It's like Mario Kart meets Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, like, Diddy Kong Racing had like the airplane and the jet ski and stuff. Sonic All Stars Racing has that, but it's like not every map isn't just a plain map. It's like, oh, it starts off and we're jet skiing, and then we're gonna do a jump and go through this ring, and we're gonna turn into cars, and all of a sudden we're on a track, and like the controls change. Or like, oh, I'm in this Skies of Arcadia level, and we're going to go off this ramp into the sky, and all of a sudden I'm flying a plane. Like, it's just cool. Like, I like that they got really creative with it, and they embraced, like, all that really awesome Sega lore and stuff in it. I wish Sony would do something like that, but the last two times they've tried to do a kart racer have ended pretty badly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, just like with Nintendo, like they just need to sort of really, like, put some kind of spice in their conference, because it's just like people sort of look at the conference as like, yeah, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. And it's sort of like, yeah, this is gonna happen. It actually happens. It's just a bit boring. They need to really bring like, I mean, like all the features we've pretty much said, like put Nintendo back on the market. Like they would literally put Nintendo straight back at the market.
Yeah.
It just depends if they're going to use stuff like that. Because I mean, like, they just announced some tedious shit that people don't care about.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, definitely Dr.
Yeah,
Luigi
I was like,
one of
what
those.
is
I don't think
fucking
that
A?
huge demand of. It's like he was going to fucking go running out. I mean, like, if you put a Metroid title up, people would be more excited. I think less people care about fucking Dr.
Yeah,
Luigi.
people want Metroid. Like, they're hungry for that genre.
Yeah,
I love that genre.
It's like start making something. Yeah, exactly. It's like start using your other like characters, your unique characters who don't feature on certain games or wherever else.
You can't
Don't
rely.
make something like ridiculous, like because you can't rely on like making something ridiculous like Professor Mario, where he's teaching at a university and it's a simulator.
You can't rely
Oh,
on
God,
Mario
you imagine
and Link like forever, you know? Especially
Yeah,
when there are other
exactly.
franchises that like we all love, like Metroid. And fucking Reggie has to be like a huge tease at the VGA. Well, I'm just wearing my Metroid pin for no fucking reason. It's like, don't do that, okay? Don't fucking do that to me. Because I love Metroid, man. It's such a great series. And I'm always hungry for Metroidvania. Like, when Strider came out, I was so excited. Game's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just announced 12 new indie titles coming to the PS4 and the Vita. One of them being Chasm, which is an indie game I'm pretty freaking excited about. It's like a pixel art 2D Metroidvania game. And it's like people fucking love this genre, and it's getting to the point now where like even indie developers are
Other
like, if you're
people
not
are
going to
making
fucking
Nintendo
make it,
stuff.
we will, but it's not on your console, so you know.
That's the worrying part that Nintendo haven't taken into consideration now that indie developers are doing literally what they
I
should
know.
be doing. And it's really worrying because I can't believe they're overlooking this because it's just like... And the funny part is they should really be like getting software that like has indie developers working on the Wii U because it'd be fucking great with that tablet.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you're an indie developer and you're using the gamepad and like designing stuff on the screens and everything? I think it'd be so great. I feel like Sony has done a wonder by getting indie support on the great level that it has done.
Like, even just like specifically getting indie developers to use the gamepad in unique ways, and like nobody's doing it, you know.
Well.
Because I think the gamepad's fucking cool. It's like such a great idea, but nobody's doing anything with it.
Yeah, it's a great feature, but it needs to be a feature that people aren't using though, because it's like you can sort of do so much with it, and that, like literally so much, and it's just sort of been like wasted.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
But hey, Nintendo. I mean, like they even announced that they're not going to. I think they said like confirmed that they're not revealing new hardware. So we started out about that.
See, I heard that was happening, and I saw that there was some
But they actually
patent
are
where like
revealing hardware.
they had a patent for a game console, like a portable, where you could remove the components and like plug them in wherever you wanted, so you could like customize it. It's like you could pull the D-pad off where it was and pull the joystick off where it was, and you could plug them in to like different areas to like customize the way it's controlled.
Right.
See, new hardware doesn't mean a new console. When they say new hardware, what I think they mean is either a new Wii U SKU, a new gamepad, like a smaller gamepad, which they desperately need, and or a new 3DS, which is just absurd to me because there's already 3 different 3DS SKUs.
Yeah, it won't be a 3DS. I mean, like, and they're not dumping the Wii U. That's for sure. I mean, like, it's not getting dumped. I mean, it probably will be a controller design or something like that.
I would like it, especially because they're probably starting to realize that the fucking gamepad's too goddamn big for kids. They need a small one that kids can hold. It's like the Duke. You know, for adults, they're like, yeah, this is fine, but then, you know, kids can't fucking... I tried to hold an Xbox controller when I was a kid, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, and when you're catering to your audience of, like, the young, like, people, you need to sort of make them a controller they can hold without, like, making it drop everywhere.
Right.
But hey, I mean, like, I think the great game they would be able to introduce in the Wii U is Pokemon Snap.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, make a Pokemon Snap
what a
2.
game that would be. Snap 2 on Wii U.
Oh, dude, I'd buy a Wii U. I fucking love Pokemon Snap. That's such a cool
I think
game.
it'd be great without features. You can literally do so much with it with just like the Wii U's touch.
Yeah,
it'd be crazy.
and you'd have to actually like point it at the screen to take the pictures. Oh man,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Pokemon Snap 2.
I feel like once I leave uni at the end of the summer, I'm going straight to Nintendo's boardroom and applying for a job. Like, get rid of everyone and put me on this
I'll
board.
fix this company. I'll
recruit
turn
you
it
on
around.
board. Yeah, bring you on board with me. Literally, just turn Nintendo around. It's so easy to turn around. I just don't understand why they're not thinking about these ideas.
I don't know.
They literally must be thinking about other crap, which is really upsetting.
They're like, we're an entertainment company. It's like, God damn it, just. You're like, no, you're not.
You see Iwata in his room, like, doing George Lucas speech. It was all part of my original vision. It's like, what, sink the fucking company?
We're redoing Super Mario Bros. in Miyamoto's original vision. So it's like regular 8-bit, and then there's like 3D models running around. Look, sir, droids. Like, Jesus.